Hey guys, it's Sam, and this is my spoiler-free review of We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. I actually read this book on audiobook from my library, so that is the version that I'm going to be reviewing overall. This book was really hyped up around this time last year, and a lot of people said that you should go into it blind and not have any kind of synopsis. I disagree. You can hear a synopsis for this book. It's nice if you want to go in blind. If you think that you're going to read it, just, yes, absolutely, go in blind. But I don't think a synopsis ruins the story in any way. This is about the Sinclair family, and they are a family of wasps, so basically the upper East Coast United States, that region of stereotypical white upper-class families that vacation every summer and go to Martha's Vineyard and that kind of thing. They are that kind of family, and it's about them and where they go every summer to this island and some of the things that happen there. And it's about our main character who a couple of years ago had an accident while on the island and has a lot of memory loss from that accident. So she's basically going back and trying to think of what happened to her and everything else, but she's also reliving a lot of memories of the family. And it really is kind of a character study on the Sinclair family. So this is definitely a very character-driven book. It is about the family, it's about the people that come to the island, it's about their summers and all of their different memories and how they kind of intertwine together, and I really enjoyed that element of the story. There are times that it is a little bit slower because it is so character-driven and all these stories, and you're kind of wondering how everything kind of intertwines together, but it's a beautiful story. I really enjoy that all of the characters in this story are very realistic. There are characters that you will love one minute and really be cheering for 1 minute and then hate the next minute, and there's just some kind of vile characters, but at the same time you see bits of their humanity, and they're just very realistic people that you could honestly see in real life. And the different interactions between the different family members and how that kind of works in the power dynamics in a family like this, and the different things that they will not communicate with each other and all the secrets and stuff like that, I found extremely fascinating. And I enjoyed the way that all the different family members interacted, because you have small children all the way up to adults and like the patriarch of the family and stuff like that, and I really enjoyed all their interactions. I know that this story is kind of touted as, oh, it has this big plot twist. Do not read it for the plot twist. I was very hesitant to read this story because I knew there was this huge plot twist. I didn't want to be thinking about it, but ultimately I didn't really end up thinking about the plot twist at all, and I think the story is so much more than its plot twist. A lot of people were like, oh, I don't want to read it, I don't want to be thinking about the plot twist. You really don't have to. I got so immersed in the story of this family and what was going on and how everything interwove and all of the problems that they have, and I just found it really beautiful. I also really enjoyed the writing. E. Lockhart has this kind of like fantastical writing style mixed in with just very blunt, simple writing, but she'll have moments where she'll kind of give you some of this imagery that almost feels like magical realism, but it's not. And I really loved that, and I was not expecting that from this story, but I really did enjoy the writing. And as I said, I listened to this on audiobook, which I highly recommend and I absolutely adore. If you are kind of on the fence about this, because I was for a very long time, I would definitely recommend the audiobook. It is so well done. The narration is amazing, and you really feel for the character and what she's going through and some of the things that she's seen and some of the experiences that she's had in her life with this family that is very hard to deal with and get along with, and just a family that's very hard to kind of thrive in. I liked hearing her relive all of these past summers that she's had at this island and all of her family interactions and stuff like that. I really enjoyed that, and I really highly recommend the audiobook because I honestly could not stop listening to it. And it's a fairly short audiobook, so it's really one that if you wanted to, you could listen to it in a day. As far as the plot, like I said, it is very character-driven. There are times that you might feel like it's slow. I never really did because I was always kind of wondering how everything was interweaving. There's also a romantic plotline in this story, and I really enjoyed that element as well. Again, I felt it was realistic, and I really enjoyed the way that it was done. I absolutely loved it. I found it to be very realistic for a teenage romance, and a romance that would kind of be happening on this island, and I just really enjoyed that element. But again, it didn't take away from the rest of the story in any way. So overall, I give We Were Liars 5 out of 5 stars. I absolutely adored the audiobook. I loved the kind of character study of this family and how real and dark and gritty it could be at times, and just how families kind of aren't always the best thing for you, but they also love you in their own way, and it was just a very poignant story, and I really enjoyed everything about it, so I would definitely highly recommend it. Do not let the hype put you off or anything. Do not let the plot twist put you off. It is so much more than its plot twist, and I highly recommend it. So comment down below and let me know if you have read We Were Liars and if you enjoyed it, and if you have any other books that kind of have that same feeling about kind of these family character studies. I really enjoy that in my YA because I feel like a lot of times families are so glossed over, and I really enjoyed this book because the family was the main focus of it. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see all of you guys soon. Bye!